Lay down. Hey, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? Hey, Drone Shots, how you doing? Skyfly, Brenda's here. What's new with you, Jody? It's really cold here. It's 28 degrees. Been spitting a little bit of snow, but nothing accumulating. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody doing good. We'll see who joins the panel. We'll see. Um, don't know if Joe is going to be back from the parade. I think he was going to go do. Yeah. No, it was a boat christening for the season. My day was eventful, but not eventful, not positive, not negative, just kind of down the middle. Here comes Joe.
Hey, what's up?
How'd your little regatta thing go?
I should have stayed on.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Anybody there?
Well, he had a lot of people. It was just terrible. And two other people, uh, two other
People
people
taking
flying
pictures?
drones. And that was a pain in the ass because one guy was all over the place. Yeah, one guy was all over the place.
Was he like a rookie?
No, he had a business. But then there was another guy with FPV drone
Good evening,
that
Ed.
was an attorney, and he was buzzing in between everybody, everything.
You're cutting people off, I suppose.
Well, he was cutting, like I said, cutting in between the boats.
Oh,
FPV, flying, spinning, going through fast. Because the other guy told me, because I went up to the other guy when I saw his drone up. He had a Mavic 3 in. And I told him, I said, he had a Mavic 3, and I told him, I said, what height are you gonna be flying at? 'Cause I'm gonna stay around 100. And he said he'd be higher than that. So he said he'd stay above 110, 120, something like that.
okay.
And I could see where he was more or less, but then all of a sudden you see coming through underneath us. And I had talked to him too, and I said, look, don't go any higher than 50 feet. I said, because we're gonna have 2 drones up. You know, so he just buzzed everybody. It was, I'll probably have it on video. But it was, but because of that, I mean, it was, and then they weren't organized like they were last year.
Ed was just giving Brenda a thumbs up.
Yeah. Hey, Jody, if you see Frank, tell him I said hi. Brenda, Joel, hey, Mark.
Hello to everybody in the chat.
204 is Ed too, right? Isn't it
Hello,
Ed?
Paul, Mark.
Yeah, Ed. I think 204 is Ed. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Where's Dominic when I need him?
Hey, yeah, of course, 204's Ed.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Are you forgetting to now?
No. I know it was, well, it's nothing. Let me tell you. So after I finished flying, I do all the stuff. They finished flying, they go. So I was able to get better footage then. So I was able to get down. But the guy's name is J. Brian Keating, Pontchartrain Yacht Club, the Commodore, right? For the yacht club.
Okay.
So he come up to me. That's the guy I talked to yesterday. He come up to me and he says, man, I'd like to see some of that footage because I know you got a lot. So I did, and everything. We talk and everything. And I really appreciate you coming out. And he said, hey, you hungry? You want to eat? And I said, no, I'm really good. He said, we're having boiled shrimp. I said, yeah, I'm a little hungry.
Oh,
You know, so I go over there.
Magic
And they bring me into the yacht club. He brings me in and tells him feed him. He's going to eat with us. You know, like this. I felt like the caddy in Caddyshack. I really did. I felt like the caddy in Caddyshack, and the judge was trying to groom me.
wow.
That's what it felt like. It was like, Lord help me, look at these people, all of them in their little Commodore outfits. You know, I was like, the Commodore was all dressed up.
Was the caddy in Caddyshack was a tramp, wasn't it?
I think Matt and
Homeless person.
No. I'm talking about the guy in Caddyshack that was the one that wound up sleeping with the judge's granddaughter or something like that. The one that with Chevy Chase wound up shooting for him and winning a contest
Yeah.
and knocking the judge out all the money.
That's funny.
Because the guy said he told her he wanted to be an attorney or something like this. So he said you put him under his wing and groom him and all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ted Knight doing that, I think. But it was just like that. So I'm up there, right? And they got little
All right.
snacks out and everything. The shrimp aren't ready yet, right? And I'm standing there. It's like I got up there about 2 o'clock, about 2:45. The shrimp aren't even ready yet. You know, it was actually about 2:30. The shrimp weren't ready yet. And I know nobody up there. I've talked to a couple of people, and everybody's just mingling among themselves. I just kind of eased on out, got in my car and left. You know,
So you never got the shrimp.
I worry about it. Not that important. You know, it wasn't that important, you know.
Well,
So if you want a beer, anything, drink, I said, I'm good. I'll take a Diet Coke or something.
well, it's good. You got a chance to mingle with the big shots.
Yeah, as long as you
No,
had
it
fun,
was-
that's the good part.
Yeah, I got to mingle with the snoops. No, it's just, it didn't matter. I had a couple of them talking to me. The wives were talking to me more than the guys.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. That's why I said, I better get out of here. Because you never know who is lonely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they know that you were, but
No, they don't know if I am or not, you know?
When you were talking
But-
to them, were you looking straight in their eyes, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Any-
That wouldn't work.
any good lookers there?
If you're talking good lookers in their 40s and the 50s and 60s, you know?
Oh, okay. There wasn't
There were a
any
couple of them in their 50s that looked pretty nice, but
there wasn't any 32-year-old hotties there.
I ain't worried about them. There was none of them. If they were, they were downstairs. Because I thought we were going to go downstairs. I thought they were going to have it all spread out with the food ready to go, but they were still cooking, you know? Like, I ain't staying around till 4 o'clock, you know, and then eat. I left, went and filled my car up with gas, went into Sam's, and I said, well, I'm going to give me some chicken wings. And when I went in there, the chicken wings were on sale, $4 cheaper for the 4-pound bag. So I got a bag of hot wings and a bag, the buffalo, and a bag of the honey barbecue. So I got 8 pounds of chicken wings, and after we get off today, I'll go ahead and make mine.
There you go.
So I'll eat chicken wings and tater tots, and that'll be good. But the film, it just sucks. I don't even know how I want to do it. Because and they didn't do it like they're supposed to. They're supposed to bring them out and do them one at a time as they're going through like a parade. They were going to circle around, and then they were going to go out for a while and come back. They didn't even circle around. They just went straight out. And I'm looking up down on Lake Poncho. I said, what the hell out there for? So I went out there, shot some video out there. Then I came back, and that's when everybody had left, and I got all the stuff inside. So it's going to start out with them in Lake Pontchartrain. You know, so. And it was only about 15 boats, more than that last year. So it's gonna be all right. But they're doing some social. It's the Pontchartrain Yacht Club, and they're on Facebook, but they want to redo everything. So they want to know what kind of pictures I have, if they could purchase some and that. So I'll look at them eventually. So I might have made money on it. I don't know. I was going out there just for the views, you know.
Yeah.
I got six sailboats, 2 little bitty dinghies, and I think there was about 10 sailboats all together.
Well, I can't find any pictures of Brenda's angel because I can't figure out how to bring anything up. So
How did she send it to you?
yeah, but where did she send it? I don't go any place other than YouTube.
Well, she either
If she
sent
sent-
it to your messenger or she sent it to your email.
No, I didn't get it either place.
I bet you it's on your phone.
Maybe she sent it on the phone. Yeah,
My phone has what?
yeah. Messages on your phone.
Messages on your phone.
How do you find that?
It
I don't
says
have Google, so I can't help you.
messages.
Don't have anything that says messages.
Oh, every phone has messages, Paul.
Uh-huh.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll leave too.
If
No,
it,
no. I gotta go take care of something. I'll be back.
if it
Hey,
doesn't say
thanks for the support, Ed.
if it doesn't say messages,
Oh, no
it'll say
problem.
SMS.
Now, all I have on the phone is Play Store, Facebook, Google, weather, Messenger. Marine Trap.
Messenger would be the
Which
place to go
Messenger?
to if you send it to Messenger.
Is that Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Nope, nothing there.
They should probably send it to you messages on the phone, text messages.
Have you
Well,
tried
Every phone
slide-
has text messages.
Have you tried sliding that page to the side to go to the next page?
Yeah, there's nothing there. Text messenger.
It's text messages. Well, it's just messages.
Well, it's got a different things, but it says install now, install app,
But what does it say? Install what?
messages, Google Play. Install app, messages, Google Play, install now.
Uh,
I don't know.
should have been on your phone.
Yeah, all phones come with it built in. You try swiping the other way. Because
Notifications.
I think on Google you can swipe in both directions.
I don't know.
No, I can't figure it out.
Try sliding the page to the other way.
There's nothing there. Takes me to Google. I swipe it the other way. It takes me to Facebook, Microsoft Store. Swipe it again and it's blank.
Okay.
What's that one of them T-Move phones?
I don't know
You
what.
have to get somebody with Google to help you. We know what you call it to help you.
Who?
Some like you have to get somebody who's got a Google phone or what you call a phone. Yeah, Justin.
Android.
Well, he's not gonna. He's gonna hit that. He's not coming on.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a picture.
So how'd you find it? So where'd you find that at? You had that picture the other day, Paul.
It's up on it's in messages.
Paul,
What?
Paul, you said it's in messages. How many times have we said it's in messages?
Well, I had to look for messages. It just didn't pop up.
It
Yeah,
should
but
be
how
on your
many times?
one of your screens out there.
Did you see it, Dominic?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi, Dominic.
She's a cutie, isn't she?
Yeah. Nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of this and send it to you in messages.
Morning all. Good evening.
Cause see, it says up there at the top, Google Messages.
Yeah. And we've been saying messages every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's in Google Messages.
So I'm still there.
So you guys might have to remind me that someday. I might want to look for something.
Write it down, Paul.
Yeah, but I write things down and then I don't know where I put it.
Well, write down where you put it.
Yeah, send yourself a message to tell you where you put it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my whole desk is full of messages and I don't know what the hell they mean.
Well, don't what?
Why does that not surprise me in the slightest?
Well, I didn't.
So anyway.
Yep.
How you doing, Dominic, today?
Yeah, I'm all right. Tonight, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Sunday morning there.
Mhm.
It's raining here.
Mark's got rain. I've got cloudy weather and cold. It's only 28 degrees out there right now.
Oh, it's 51 degrees. It's just raining.
Let me check. I'm gonna check on Boone. Hey, Booner. You be good girl. Good boy, not girl.
Oh, Lord help me.
Hmm.
Yeah, did you hear anything before you came on, Dominic?
No, I didn't. I haven't been listening.
Yeah, I went to the Pontchartrain Yacht Club and did that video today, right? For the
Mhm.
blessing of the fleet.
Yep.
And J. Brian Keating, the Commodore,
Mhm.
came up to me talking to me, and
Mhm.
he said,
hi, Boone.
"Thank you. We'd like to see the video. Hey, Boone, like to see the video and all this, right?"
There's my Booner.
He says, "Are you hungry like this?" I said, "No, I'm good." He goes, "Well, we're boiling shrimp." I said, "Well, I'm a little hungry."
That's my little wild
You're
child.
suddenly hungry.
Yes, I'm a little hungry.
Go lay down. Lay down.
So we go over to the yacht club. You ever seen Caddyshack, right?
Mhm.
Okay, Ted Knight was Brian, right? He was
Hmm.
dressed all like that and everything. That was Ted Knight.
Lay down.
I'm up there. I
Yeah.
felt like the caddy that he's trying to take under his wing,
Mhm.
and everybody in there was. I didn't find a Rodney Dangerfield. I was looking for one. I probably would have stayed if they would have had one.
Well, since you were there at the yacht club in Caddyshack, do you remember that big boat went by and swamped everybody? And did that happen?
Yeah, there were no big boats.
Oh, okay.
That was Rodney Dangerfield, the boat we run
Yeah.
all over the brand new dinghy. That what you call it. But I figured if this was Caddyshack and that was Ted Knight, I was looking for the granddaughter.
Mhm.
But I stayed there for maybe about a half hour, and the shrimp weren't ready. It was gonna be about another hour before they brought the shrimp out. So I kind of just moseyed out the other way and left. I said, "No, I don't want to be up here."
Brenda just said she sent me a new picture, but I can't bring it up.
If she sends a message, it'll be the same place.
No, because when I go to that, it goes back to like the 1st of May.
1st of May.
Of last year.
I was just
Yeah.
going to say.
Text message.
If it's then you keep scrolling till you get current. Yeah, keep doing that.
Well, you found a picture of the dog. That can't have been sent in May because the dog hadn't been born then.
I mean, I'm scrolling down through it now, and I've gone back to November 26th of 2024.
You're going the wrong way. Oh, never
Well,
mind. You're
there's
going
nothing.
right.
No,
There's
that's the
nothing
right
above
way.
it. There's nothing above it.
That's the right way.
Well, do you have the picture again?
No, I can't find that again.
Oh, Lord.
Did you go
Come on,
into
Justin, come in here.
Did you go into the right messenger? You go into Google Messenger or not Facebook Messenger?
You're back on Messenger, right? Not Facebook, huh? It's messages, not messenger.
Can't even tell you
I can't find it.
what the icon is because the only Android thing I've got is a tablet that I've lent my sister. So I can't see it at the moment.
Hmm. I don't know what Google Messages is.
Well, he was looking for the ordinary messenger or the ordinary messages on the phone.
You mean
But-
email?
No,
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
email.
not
Google.
not
Not
email.
email, the messages. In messages. Like text
Okay.
messages.
And MMS. But I don't know what the icon is. I
No.
know it's a green box with a white chat thing, a white speech balloon on Apple, but I don't know whether it's the same on Android. And Paul just keeps saying he can't find anything.
Oh, there's a picture.
Yay. Nice.
Do you remember where you found it?
No,
See, he's having us on. He knows exactly where it is. He's just pulling
Yeah,
out.
he's just pulling our leg.
I'm not. It's a good looking pupper dog right there.
That must be a northern thing, huh? Puffer dog?
Pupper
Yeah.
dog.
Gotta be. Yankee thing.
See, it must be Google Messages. See the top of that? It says Google Messages.
Oh, okay, yeah. Come on.
That's why I have an apple, because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll be right back. I took 2 fluid pills, so I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Make sure you don't dribble in your pants. Okay, so when I click the regular Google icon, that's not it.
Yeah, okay.
So when I click on Google, that's not it either. I can't find it again.
Well, I think most of them are the same. Look for an icon that's got a speech bubble in it.
So the icons don't have writing under them, like Google Messages?
No,
That's trash phone. Get an apple.
Hang on. I wonder if I have a directory. I know I have a directory on here for Google. Has that got Google Messages in it? Google Translate, Google Drive, Google
According to,
Chrome.
I looked it up, and it's
Firefox.
sort of like a blue oblong with a little triangle at the bottom of it. I looked it up on. If that's Google Message.
Okay, so I installed Google Messages. And Brenda popped right up.
Oh, great.
Paul, Paul. Turn around, Paul. I'm not gonna say lean forward, turn around. You need a swift kick.
See, there it is, Joe.
Okay, and say open. And then it should have an icon somewhere. You just gotta remember what the icon looks like.
Okay, so there, and the first one that Brenda just sent me that new picture is right there.
It's a blue circle with a kind of a speech bubble with lines in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it put it on my homepage.
Justin to the rescue.
Yes.
But it didn't put the icon on my homepage.
Well, it only came out in 2014.
If you say open, there's an icon on your homepage somewhere. Scroll side to side to find it. It'll be on your last screen to scroll to the left should be your last screen to the you get to.
No,
Unless he's opened.
It's up to you now, Justin.
He might have opened Google Messages for web, which means he's just opened it on his browser.
Don't go there because we'll never get off.
Swipe up in the corner, the bottom corner on the left-hand side. It's like swipe up into the center of the screen. Do you see it?
oh yeah, there it is, messages. But how do I get that
Yay.
on
Okay, okay.
my main screen?
All right, calm down, calm down, calm down. Put your finger on it, hold it down, and it should say
Just hold
add
it.
to home. What does it say? Add to home?
No space on this page.
I'll put it on.
Can he hold it and drag it?
No, that didn't drag.
Well, mine, when I hold it down, it says add to home if I hold down on one. And then you hit add to home and it should put it on a page.
Well, he's probably got about 6 pages full of apps that he don't know what they are. Because he keeps scrolling back and forth. So he's got to have a bunch of apps on it.
None, yeah. Yeah.
What none is that?
He said Justin about to put the old guys in check. That's how you get your. You got it on your home screen now.
I think, yep, I do have it. I've got it on the screen. I can drag it down here and put it right there. All right, I got it. It's on my second page of my screen right there.
Okay, and you can also. Oh no, never mind. Not even gonna. Go
So
there, but
tomorrow you're going to say, what the hell is this? And then you're going to delete it.
Well, the best thing to do when you get a new phone is go through and just remove all the bullshit apps that they put on there that you don't
Yep.
know you're never.
That's
gonna
what I
use.
do.
Cause they download so much stupid shit on your phone.
I put all
Okay.
mine. I put
Gee.
all mine in folders.
Justin, thanks for coming in because those guys were kind of like screwing me up. They were all double talking, you know?
No, we don't have Google. We don't have that piece of
I
trash.
don't have
phone.
Google, so
I went down the middle of them. Wow.
Was it called the phone for dummies or something like that?
Well, you know, there's so many people out in the world
There you
probably
go.
are
Yeah,
in the
Justin.
same thing as same situation I am. Just that all of you smarty young folks don't educate us.
My 98-year-old former mother-in-law knows how to use messages. Just telling you. Defense rest, Paul.
Well, that's because that's how she contacts you to order you around.
See, like you see,
She
here
don't contact me at all, thank you, Lord.
you see my phone screen right here? See, I got them all in and folders. So these are like
Yeah,
all my
me too.
all my entertainment apps, like movie apps, stuff like that. Then I have all my social media stuff. All my banking
If
stuff.
you're gonna show Paul that, you better be here a long time.
And then this is all my like tools and stuff that I use on my phone. And then that's the app drawer there that you can go through. And
Yeah. I got one for me cable, one for TV channels, one for video editing, one for Alexa, one for all the different phone apps, audio books, clocks, calendars,
mhm.
cameras, photographs and editing, printers, the Apple Store stuff, and everything else. One
Yeah,
for
'cause-
different, one that's got about 6 sat navs on it.
yeah, see, because me, I don't like having multiple pages on my main screen. So I like everything on one page. So I put everything in folders and organize it by what kind of app it is.
So do I, but I've still ended up with 2 pages of folders.
Because I think you can go up to like 4 pages on one folder on my phone. But I've never filled that many up. Like I've only got
I think you can go further than that.
I've only got one folder that's got 2 pages in it, or 2 folders that got 2 pages, but they're not even, the second page ain't even half full.
Nanya, how you doing, Nanya? Nanya says Justin is the tech.
Mhm.
I'll tell you which of my folders has got the most pages. The one that says drones.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like about 10 pages of that.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. And you don't have to have each page full either. You can get 9 apps on one page. But if you don't want 9 apps on one page, you don't. You just go to the next page and put stuff on that instead.
I'll tell you what though, those DJI apps, if you got them backing up like flight logs and everything to your phone, man, they'll fucking use up a lot of your space real quick.
See, Eddie.
I think your volume
Hey,
wants
Eddie,
adjusting
take care.
again.
Thanks for popping into the chat, Ed.
Yeah, it keeps defaulting my mic down half
Yeah,
volume.
that's better.
But yeah, the DJI apps, if you got it trying to save everything to your phone, like flight logs and everything, you'll fill your phone up fucking quick if you're flying a lot.
I've got 256 gigabytes on mine. It's nowhere near full.
Mine's only 128, but I don't ever fill it up. I keep my phone. I regularly clean it out with like old, because I don't have a lot of like personal pictures on my phone. It's mostly just stuff I download to put in a video or something. And once I'm done, I delete them, trash them all.
I've got 21,885 photos on mine.
Yeah, you're well
Well,
in front of me then. I'm
I
only
say
16 and a
I
half.
say photos, some of them will be videos.
Yeah, normally on my phone, what takes up the most space is just usually if I have a lot of videos or video clips on there. But then I'll go in every couple of weeks and I'll go in and clear it out, and it frees up like over half my memory. Because applications themselves usually don't take up that much space,
General.
except for Snapchat. For some reason, Snapchat does. What's up with that at?
Be back in a minute.
Okay, Mark. What have you been up to today, Justin?
Not much.
You been gaming at all?
Not really. I mean, a little bit today, but not much. I've been on the game a couple of times today, but
Your little British buddy over there, she probably is missing you.
He's on
He's on-
holiday.
she's on vacation anyway, so
Oh, is she?
yeah.
She's on holiday.
She
So
hasn't been.
so she gave you free reign to go do what you want to do on your own, huh?
She's been. She hasn't. I don't think she's been on the game at all since what, Thursday.
Ah,
At least I haven't. It's shown that she's been online.
have you heard how David's doing?
As far as I know, he's doing all right. I mean, got his normal health issues going on, but yeah. I talked to him last night. He seemed to be okay, so at the moment. But I don't want to speak for him, so
Yeah, I hear you. Well, at least you're the only person I know that's talked to him in that like 2 weeks.
yeah, he's on the game quite a bit. He just he kind of is like Matt. Seems like he's not really into the whole live streaming thing anymore.
Yeah. But you can't keep going in and out. No. No.
He's saying, I gotta pee. I'm going in and out.
If I let you out, you got to stay out for a while. Okay.
Don't need ad blockers on because I got YouTube Premium. So
Oh, that's a point. I forgot to cancel bloody premium.
I like it too much. I like being able to, if I'm listening to something, being able to turn the screen off and just put my phone down. And just the ads are getting fucking just ridiculous the last few months. The amount of ads they're putting on videos,
Well,
especially.
I did the free trial so I could download the what's it, the funeral video from David.
If
But I
you,
added so much. I can't do it on the phone. You can only do it on a web-based thing. So I'm gonna have to somehow get it on the computer.
yeah, is it like a download straight to your computer? Or
For
is it,
4K anyway, yeah.
okay, it's
Yeah.
not something that's just downloaded to your account?
Well, no, if it downloads to my account, if David then takes the video off his channel, does it disappear?
It might. That's what I'm saying. If it's
Yeah,
not, but you
that's
can,
why I won't be able to download it properly onto the computer.
but there are websites you can go to
Yes,
where
I
you
know,
can.
but they don't work on the phone.
No, I'm saying, but if you go on your computer, if it doesn't download straight to there, just go to those websites, put the link in for the video, it'll download it straight to your computer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Because I think the premium, if I'm not mistaken, I think it allows you to download stuff, but it's only
Yeah,
like,
it does. But I
I
think it only downloads it into your channel, and I don't know whether it'll do anything if he takes it down off his channel. I don't know whether mine will disappear or not.
right. And I don't think that if you don't keep premium, I don't think you can access it unless you keep it.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
Unless it's something you paid for, like if it was a movie you bought through YouTube or something like that, then it doesn't matter. But
Mm. But the free month, I think, ended on Tuesday, and I forgot. So I've probably paid for a month now. It's £17 a month. It's a fucking lot of money.
I think it's 14 over here. I think something like that. Yeah, because when I paid mine like a week and a half ago. I think it was 14 something. But now they got YouTube Premium Lite, whatever the fuck that is. I guess just some commercials, maybe. Not entirely sure what that means.
I haven't noticed that one.
Yeah, I got a thing when I was on YouTube yesterday. Asked me if I wanted to get YouTube Premium Lite. I'm like, I already have the full premium. Why are you trying to talk me down to a cheaper plan?
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure all that means is it's probably just like limited ads, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Let me see what YouTube Premium Lite is. I'm gonna look that up and see.
Hello, Lisa. Relentless.
Relentless.
Hey, Relentless, how you doing? Welcome. Well, Nunya, come on back when you can join the panel. Relentless, you can join the panel too.
Yeah, come
The
and
link-
join us.
The link's
Come
up
and join
top.
us.
Okay, so Premium Lite gives you just no ads, but you don't get the music or downloads and playback in the background. So you
And how
can watch.
much? And what price is that at?
So over here, the light is $7.99 a month. The premium is $13.99. But you don't get 3 features if you go with the light. You don't get the music and video at the music. You don't get You can't do downloads, and you can't
So it's only $3 difference?
and you can't play.
No,
Can't
6.
Yeah, and you can't shut your phone off and listen to something with the screen shut off.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when it was a feature to one of the features that used to be a premium feature that's not anymore is when you used to be able to when you wanted to minimize YouTube and go to another application while the video was playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason they made it free to everybody, that particular feature. Now you can minimize YouTube, and if you want to go to another app on your phone while you're doing something.
Oh yeah, I have noticed that.
Yeah, it used
But
to
then
be a
again,
paid
seeing as how seeing as how I'm on premium at the moment, it doesn't. I don't know whether it's for everybody or not.
It is because even if you don't have premium, there's a setting in your YouTube settings you can go in and turn it off or on.
All right.
Like I said, it used to be a paid feature, but about a year and a half ago, they made it available to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But the ads have just gotten ridiculous on YouTube. Like I said, especially the last like 4 or 5 months. It's like, especially the channels that got mid-roll ads turned on. It's like every 2-3 minutes is fucking ad. It
Mm-hmm.
used to be about every, if it was a 30-minute video, you might have gotten one ad in between that 30 minutes. And now they're putting one like every 3 to 5 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I said, all these companies are starting to realize that their cheap applications ad free for that little bit of monthly payment wasn't enough what they were making off the ads themselves. And now they're upping the
We've got the
prices on everything.
YouTube Premium individual membership, £16.99 a month, payable through Apple. Family membership, £25.99 a month.
Well, the light version, when I was reading the article on it from YouTube, it said that it was a beta program, so they're only offering it in certain countries.
Yeah, it's not here. It's not got light on mine.
Yeah, it was US, like Thailand and a couple Asian countries that they were doing it in. I guess if it works out good and people want to use it, then they'll probably open it up to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I like YouTube Premium because instead of paying like Spotify money or something every month, I can just use YouTube Music for free. So,
Well, I've got Apple Music anyway. I don't need anything else.
Mm.
well, see, I don't have any free music things. So,
Oh, it's
I mean, you
not
could,
free. It's part. I've got a bundle that gives me like 2 terabytes
Yeah.
of cloud space, plus Apple TV, plus Apple Music, plus all the newspapers and magazines as well.
Yeah, Apple News.
Yeah. And it's shared with family, so Kate's got it on hers as well.
I'm honestly surprised that cell phone manufacturers haven't gone to no storage on the phones and everything's cloud based. And you have to
Give
pay
it
for it.
time.
Hey, Boner.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to pay for how much cloud space you want. You'll
Yeah.
get like a
That'll be
certain
next.
you'll get like a certain amount, like, you know, free with the phone, but then if you want like a huge amount, you're gonna have to pay extra for it.
This is gonna be the worst video I ever did.
Oh, the one from today?
Yeah. It just sucks. Now put it like this, if I make it where I like it, I get it to where I like it, I gotta be damn good.
Dude, for $2,000 Relentless, you could build a pretty nice PC with plenty of fucking storage. Dude, I got what? I got 3.5 terabytes on my computer and then another 1 terabyte drives. But I don't barely use a terabyte out of the 3.5 I have on the computer. 2 of the drives are just sitting pretty much empty. Because I don't put nothing on my C drive, so that's just pretty much the operating system. My D drive has everything on it. And then my other drive doesn't have it. Or my other 2 drives don't have nothing on it. And then I got 2 1 terabyte Western Digital sitting in my drawer over here that I don't ever use. And one of them's got a whole copy of my Windows 11, everything backed up on it.
I never cease to amaze myself.
Why is that?
I've been clipping and cutting and clipping and cutting, and it looks pretty good. The further it goes, the better it gets.
Oh, so you must have took Lance's editing pointers, huh?
And I'm glad you looked, 'cause I didn't want to hear that shit.
What's up, Joel?
So were you listening at all earlier?
What?
What happened with me?
No, the only thing I saw was when Paul was downloading Google Messages and I popped on.
Okay, I'll tell you the story because you'll love it.
Yeah, because
So
we've already heard it twice. So
yeah, you've heard it twice, but I want him to hear this. Okay, so Pontchartrain Yacht Club was the one that doing the blessing of the fleets. So I talked to the guy yesterday out there, and I told you he had a big sailboat. Oh, none of them, they all did it by motor. Did nobody use the sails? It sucked. So I was hoping to see sails out there. Just the little kids in their little dinghies, you know. I didn't say with their little dinghies, I said in their little dinghies. So
Oh, fuck's sake.
so the guy comes over, his name is J. Brian Keating. So he mustn't like his first name, okay? And he is Pontchartrain Yacht Club's Commodore. Okay. So he comes up to me afterwards. He says, "Yeah, I saw your drone up." He said, "I really want to see the video." I said, "We saw 3 drones up because there were 3 of us. Guy with a potato flying all in between everybody at like 50 miles an hour. I was waiting for him to hit a boat, you know, one of the masts. And then the other guy was sitting at about 140 feet. I was sitting at about 100 feet. So we were good. So he says, "Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll get with you." And then he says, "Oh, you're hungry?" And I went, "No, I'm good." He goes, "Well, we're boiling shrimp." I said, "Oh, I'm a little hungry."
Yeah, you change your mind pretty quickly.
I'm a little hungry, you know, and I could eat a little bit. So he takes me over to Pontchartrain Yacht Club. He don't want to walk the stairs, so we take the elevator. We get up to the top. Now he's an old guy like Ted Knight, right? We get in the place, and then he introduces me to the woman running the place. "This is Joe. He did some video and everything we're going to look at." and he's gonna give us, because I told him yesterday, I said, you can share it on your site, you know? I don't mind that. And he said he's gonna let us use it on our site to promote, you know, the yacht club. I said, yeah, that's good. And he said, and we're gonna feed him like that. And she says, okay, well, I'll let you know. He said, we boiling the shrimp is not ready yet. So then I started meeting people. It was like I was the caddy, the caddy that helped him out, that he was putting under his wing, Ted Knight in Caddyshack, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what it felt like to me. And I was thinking, I'm looking for Chevy Chase and I'm looking for Rodney Dangerfield. That's what I was looking for. And then I found a guy named Jeff that was Chevy Chase. He was the big shot of the place. So I found the Chevy. I couldn't find the Rodney Dangerfield. And I was there about an hour and the shrimp weren't out yet. So I just kind of moseyed on out and left.
Did you at least get the guy's
Um,
contact?
Yeah, I got all of that right there.
Oh, good.
You know, so he's got mine, I got his. So it's like, and the guy Jeff gave me his, and he said, yeah, he wants to get with me. He said, because we might have you come do some pictures for us and stuff like this.
What you need to do is make a suggestion, be like, oh, I'd really like to get a shot off the boat. Then you get yourself a free boat ride.
I don't want to go around. A lot of these old people.
No, Joe tells
Go
him,
ahead.
no, I'm good on the boat ride. I don't want to go. 20 minutes later, you see the boat going by. Joe's on the shore. Bunch of freaking women and models and shit on the boat going off. into the
No,
distance.
that's May 5th. That's May 5th. Y'all will not see me May 5th. Maybe early in the morning.
Didn't we tell you he was the director of the Playboy Mansion?
No, he wouldn't. Trust me, he wouldn't.
Go lay down. Lay down. Go lay down.
There was a guy in the golf, got a hole in one at the 17th hole, hit it straight into the hole on the fly. It didn't even bounce.
Mm.
That was rigged. They're showing a guy pulling a train with his teeth, with a rope in his teeth. So many tons that he's backing up and he's pulling a train. Yeah, right. Bet you the engines were running. He's
Yeah,
a
you
pro
got to be
wrestler.
pretty careful when you say that, because that has a whole different meaning over here.
We're talking about a locomotive, okay?
Yep.
Joel wants to
And
know
we're
if
not talking
you're
about that
still here,
girl with the
Brenda.
locomotive.
What's that?
Oh,
Justin?
Joel wanted to know if Brenda was still in the chat.
Yeah, Brenda's still here.
Just tell her.
Relentless is here though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, you could say Apple is overcharging. I would agree with that to a certain extent, Relentless, but people pay for it. So
Mm-hmm.
shit's only worth what people are willing to pay for it. You got die-hard Apple fans out there that will buy nothing but Apple.
It just works better for me. It has since I got my first Apple years ago. The fact that it is so much better on the accessibility side for my eyesight.
Oh yeah, Apple's a good, isn't a bad platform by any means. It's just they're some of their shit is a little pricey for no reason. Like some of their computer towers and stuff. And then they want like $600 just for the fucking wheels for the tower. That's a little ridiculous. But if people are paying for it, that's on them. I mean, because they wanted $600 just for the wheels for the tower, to wheel the tower, be able to move the tower around. I was like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And they're just like little wheels like you would be on the bottom of a fucking office chair. I mean, nothing special about them.
Mm. You buy a couple of sets of them wheels you can buy for moving your domestic appliances. Cost about 15 quid.
Oh, I keep I keep meaning to get a set of those wheels for my chair here at the house. They got those big, like rollerblade wheels you can put on your office chair.
Hmm.
And they're supposed to
Really?
be really good for, going across carpet and stuff. Yeah. They're not a very expensive. You can get a set of, like, I think 6 of them for like 15, 20 bucks. Sean was the one that told me about them, Edge. He put them on his chair and he said, man, that thing just glides across carpet with those on there. But they look just like big rollerblade wheels, like you see on rollerblades.
Yeah.
They either come in a 6 or 8 pack, but they're not very expensive. You get them for like 20 bucks, $25, I think, somewhere in there.
Where is that, on Amazon?
Yeah.
You don't need them, Paul.
Oh, yeah, they're on Amazon. Wow. You see Joe,
There's,
did you see Joe
there's
give
no
me the look?
way,
Did you see
there's
Joe
no
give me
way
that
he could
look?
have looked that up that fast because he couldn't find the mouse. I was thinking, how in the hell you pull that up that fast? That's what I was thinking. Because I know there's no way you couldn't even find Amazon yet. The only thing he remembers is within 400 feet, you can go 400 feet of a building. I'm not giving you any break anymore, Paul.
Yeah, they're these ones here.
No, Paul has Amazon open permanently on his computer.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. He's got a reminder that keeps kicking in saying, "Oh, buy something. Oh, buy something from Amazon."
No, it's a set of 5 because most office chairs have 5 wheels. I had to look at mine. I was like, I thought mine had 6, but then I was looking at it and I was like, no, it's only
Yeah, I like
5.
that. I think that'd be better than the ones I got on mine.
But you see, like the comparison picture of them right here. Like, there's just no resistance on them, and
Yeah, because
they got big
there's-
bearings and shit in them, so they're real smooth. Because they're pretty much
Yeah.
rollerblade wheels.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I might think about that. Because my chair, the new one I got, those wheels are a pain in the ass. They still don't want to roll good.
Yeah, these and it's only
Mhm.
20 bucks for, and you get a set of 5.
Yeah, I need 5.
But you can see it right here in the wheel bearing. They got a huge bearing in there.
Yep.
And it's not like the little cheapy office chairs or wheels. And all the holes are the same size on all office chairs where the wheels go, so they're universal. And then they got ones like this too. Oh, Joe, these ones are pretty cool. Look at these. These are double ones.
I need doubles.
If you want a little bit more,
I think a single ones would be better.
and they got like all black if you want all black.
I got to pay more. I paid 19 for the other ones.
Oh, did you already buy them?
No.
uh,
Said if I'm gonna buy them, I'll buy the cheap ones.
5 pack of wheels for $19.99, right?
There's 17 right there. How many wheels?
you get 75 on all of them. They're all 5.
There's a
pack.
5 of them for 17. You see, now we're getting better. We got a 14. Looking for a 14. Anybody got a 14?
Oh,
15.
that-
15. We got
that-
15.
Well,
Yeah,
what's
Go
but
down. We
that's-
got 15. We got
Hey,
15.
Joe.
We're looking for 14.
what's
Joe-
what's
9.99. 9.99.
Joe's doing a reverse auction.
what's the
Yeah, I'm telling you.
$22 ones?
they're
Overpriced
just-
ones. That's what it is. It's overpriced. Overpriced.
It's
Go back to the
about-
15.
Hey, they got a bigger tire, it looks like.
No, they're just a black, like if you just want black instead of the clear ones.
Optical illusion, Paul.
Yeah, it's just
Go
if
down,
you
we got
want,
8.99, no, wrong kind, no. So
Yeah.
$15.99 over there, right? That little clear one,
they
$15.99
got
going once.
1545.
14, that's wrong ones. 15.45 going once. $13.99. We have a winner. Win $13.99. I told you we're gonna find $13.99.
No, honestly, if I got them, I would get the all black because I like those. I'd pay the 22. Because I do like the all black.
Free
Do we have a
delivery,
$9.99? Do we have a $9.99 on sale? $9.99 on sale.
free
50%
delivery
off.
tomorrow.
I keep meaning to get a set and I keep freaking putting it off.
Dude, I missed my call. I should have been an auction guy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go to the highest number, not the lowest.
Oh
Was
shit,
this a
not me. I
fucking
want the
room?
lowest number.
There's a fucking reverse auction.
Yeah.
I found a $9.99. I told you. Keep looking.
No, the $9.99 were the basic wheels like you already get on your office chair.
No, there was a $9.99 rollerblade one.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to get those because Edge and his wife both use them on their chairs, and they said them things just glide across the carpet. I can imagine being on a hardwood floor. They're probably amazing. Probably go flying across the house, no problem. 12 weeks old, very busy.
Brenda's pupper's doing good.
Just got a vet checkup next Tuesday. Or this Tuesday coming up. Probably for the I'm assuming for the stitches from the being neutered. Or spayed, whatever you want to call it. She has a tiny tattoo that indicates she is micro. I've never seen that before. Well, she's got a little prison tat.
Your dog got a tramp stamp? What?
Got a little prison tat.
You got a teardrop.
Well, I mean, most dogs, if they get scooped up by the pound or
lay
something like that
down, lay
anyway, they
down.
might automatically go over them with that machine that scans for them.
Go lay down.
They have a little like thing that they wand over
Lay
and then
down.
it'll scan for chips.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
Lay down.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a fucking app on the phone for that.
But all it does is give you the actual chip number. You've then got to be able to access the database to find out any information about it.
Yeah, which would only be like veterinarians or
Yeah.
Actual pounds or animal shelters. Yeah, they'd be the only one that'd have access to that. Not every everyday person wouldn't be able to look it up because they give all that personal information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, she's got the dissolvable stitches. Yeah. That's what they checked for Tyson when I found him, that they couldn't find any chips on him. But he wasn't even fixed or anything, so I'm pretty sure whoever had him didn't have him very long.
What, little Bo or who?
No, Tyson,
Tyson.
the little one.
So you had him fixed.
No, he's still not fixed. I never
Oh,
got
okay.
him fixed. I ain't worried about it. He ain't gonna do anything. If we had like a female dog, I'd be worried about it, but he doesn't get out. He doesn't get out or anything. And he doesn't have a problem going to the bathroom of the house or nothing like that. So why even spend the money at this point? He'll be fine.
It's shopping time.
I thought it was a health issue with dogs to either get them spayed or neutered.
No, it's to keep down on the
Yeah.
population of them. That's all that is.
Yeah, but I thought somebody said something about, I can't remember where it was or where I saw an article about if you spay or neuter your pet, you extended their life to a year and a half more.
Nah.
I don't.
I've heard that
I
too.
heard that.
It calms
No.
them.
Joe, you
It
heard that
can't-
too, didn't you?
I've heard that with the female dogs.
It calms them down, and it stops them from marking their territory.
Mhm.
Which not all dogs just instinctively do that neither. Like Tyson's hyper, but he's not that old. I mean, but he's not overly hyper. He doesn't just bark at unnecessarily. He's not like a standard normal little dog, like little lap dog that you would think of. He's not a yelper. He doesn't sit and just bark for no reason. He's very quiet. He does
You
get
talking about my
hyper
three
and
dogs
play.
that make all the noise?
Well, I'm saying most little dogs, there's a lot of little dogs that just bark to bark. Tyson's not like that. He's very quiet. The only time he barks is if he hears somebody come in the house or something. But other than that, he doesn't do anything. Like
So
most
he
of the time-
barks for a reason.
But I don't
What?
know. I know most pounds and stuff. The reason they do it is because one, they don't want people adopting a bunch of dogs and then the dogs having a bunch of puppies. Then you have
Yeah.
a freaking population explode.
Mhm.
And then, if some people will just let the dogs go and then you'll have a bunch of loose dogs running around or they'll be giving them to people. And
Well, there's some people that have dogs and they just let the dogs go,
that's what I'm saying. If a pound's adopting hundreds of dogs out every year and they're not spaying and neutering them, then they're going to end up having a bunch of dogs, and then you get a population explosion with animals. That's the main reason they do that, is for population control of domesticated animals. You don't have a choice. If you go to the adoption center or anywhere to get a dog, they're going to automatically have to spay or neuter them before they sell you the dog or give you the dog.
Snowy, rainy weather with a high of 42 degrees.
Maybe
Celsius.
unless you're like a licensed breeder or something, maybe that's one way you could get around that, but you'd have to be some kind of licensed breeder.
Well, if I had it do all over again, I would have waited till after Tino and Cleo had a litter. I would let them have one litter. If I wasn't in an apartment, that's the big deal.
I don't
And
know
I
how
would
you
have kept,
deal with 3 of them.
I would have kept one of them. They're little, that's the problem.
Oh, I know.
If
I'm
I
just
had-
saying.
I couldn't do 3 big ones here.
I don't even want one dog if I was living in an apartment.
Oh, the main reason I have them, and you'll say company's good, but the main reason I have them is somebody touching that door.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad that you have them. I just personally would
Yeah.
not want a dog if I was living in an apartment. Especially a big dog, more than
Oh, yeah,
anything.
I understand.
Because you gotta spend a lot of time walking that dog and everything, where if you have a house, you can just open the back door and let the dog out and it can run around and get its
Right.
energy out.
Now, I came real close to getting a German Shepherd. I would have only had one, but that's the main reason I didn't get him. Is because I said, I won't be the one to walk him all the time because I might be doing other things and he needs to get out,
Well, that's the thing too, is like, especially if you live in a 2nd or 3rd story apartment building and you gotta constantly walking up and down the stairs to take the dog out every hour or 2. Yeah, that's just a pain in the ass.
That'd be good for me though, Because when I'm not doing football during football season, I could tell the difference in the way I feel. When I'm out there and I'm walking that field and I'm going back and forth and all of this all the time,
Because you're building your stamina up.
Yeah. Like
Like-
I actually have to get out there now, the next month or 2, and start getting out in that heat and start walking again. Just even if it's going to fly drones, walking around. Because when 7-on-7 hits, I better be in shape, or at least even to have the stamina to be outside. Because that,
Like
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, our kids take our dogs for walks pretty frequently, but that's only because they want to, but the dogs get enough exercise just running around back and forth in the backyard. Because they got a pretty good sized backyard, so they got plenty of room to run around. But if you're living in an apartment, you gotta spend a lot more time walking that dog to try to get its energy out.
Well,
So much
Joe,
easier.
Go this way. Go
Joe, you
this
can-
way.
you're gonna have to start flying the Neo a lot more then.
Why is that?
Well, then you've got all the walking to go and get it when it crashes.
There you got a point. That's a
Hey, walk
good
and
point.
shine.
Now, if I ever crash the Neo, I'm just gonna leave it.
Joe.
I'll be embarrassed to go get it.
Oh, that's what I watched that Dustin Dunhill video earlier because it just ran across my feed. That's what the guy found, how the guy found his drone. He was out there flying a Neo around in the area.
Oh, Dustin had already flown around everywhere with his Mavic 3 looking for it. They reckon that the high winds that they had just before he found it had blown it out of the tree.
Oh yeah, there's no way that thing would have been sitting on the ground for 2 years and looked like that.
Mhm.
It had some shelter from a little bit of shelter from the tree, because it would have been waterlogged really bad and everything from the snow melting and all that. Yeah, that thing definitely was not sitting on the ground for very long. Because the battery compartment looked clean as shit when he pulled the battery out. So
Well, there was a thing on YouTube today. They're coming out with the Neo 2, and I thought about you, Joe.
They're wasting their time if they come with Neo 2.
Because the Neo 2 is supposed to have sensors on it and everything else and all kinds of things.
but I honestly think, Mark, that mini 3, I think that it was ass up in the tree where the battery compartment was up. And
It was a
that's
Mini-
why,
Mini 4 Pro.
or Mini 4, I think the ass was up in the air and the camera was facing down, and that's why nothing got into the camera area. And I think the battery had enough seal around it where shit wasn't getting into it.
Loki?
Because
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
could be.
because if you look in where the camera housing was and everything, it looked clean as hell. So my theory is it was sitting ass up in the tree,
Yeah.
and everything that was coming down on it wasn't getting into it.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Justin, when I got home today, what I did, I wound up going to Sam's, fill up my car with gas I needed, because I gotta go across the lake tomorrow. So I said, I'm going in Sam's and get some chicken wings, right?
Uh-huh.
I went in there, got 2 bags of chicken wings. They were on sale. Came home, taking them out the bag. The dogs are sitting there watching me. And I said, later we're gonna have some chicken. And I showed them the 2 bags. Cleo started hyperventilating. Look at that bag she's going.
Oh, you should have saw that big ass bag of chicken Sarah brought home yesterday from work, because they had a drug rep come in and buy him a bunch of shit, and she brought all the extras home. She bought a bunch of subs and like probably 30 freaking chicken strips, like big thick ass chicken strips that were deep fried. You know, fried
That's
chicken.
good. So
And
you don't have to cook for a while, huh?
oh, we ate on it all day yesterday and pretty much today until dinner time. Like, but the dogs, I had one in here yesterday, because I got 4 of them on the plate and I got through about 2.5, and I was like, fuck, man, these things are huge. My eyes were way bigger than my stomach. And so I started ripping them apart, man. The dogs over here were just flipping the fuck out when they saw I was about to give them some. Yeah, Tyson starts shaking
Look
and
at the
shit
ball.
when he knows he's gonna get something. It's funny as shit. He goes into like this like super cute mode and then starts shaking. Normally he's a little
Well, I
asshole.
told him, I told him, I said, after a little while, I'll get on the computer, after the computer, I'll make it, right? I gotta It's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes worth of work. So every time I get up to go to the bathroom because of those pills, all of them go. You see where I'm going? Because they're waiting for me to start cooking.
Dude, if I open anything that sounds plastic, like a chip bag, it could just be something that's not even food, and I open it up, both of them come running. They think
Yeah.
it's fucking food.
Same
I
thing.
want them here. All I gotta do is ask them if they want a TREAT.
Anything that crinkles.
Yeah, anything that crinkles. I got two big two big ass plastic bags that I had a bunch of shit come in, and they're like Marlite bags or whatever the fuck they're
Yeah.
called. And
Marlite?
they're super crinkly, and I got all my extra cables and stuff in those two bags in one of the drawers, and sometimes I'll pull one out to go through it, and they automatically assume it's fucking bag of chips or something. They'll come running.
Mhm.
Well, when I train them when they're young, if I eat a piece of chocolate and they start barking for it, I'll say, "Smell this." I'll say, "This is chocolate. You can't have it. You can't have chocolate. It's bad." And I'll eat it, right? And then I'll give it to them. So I'll be eating a steak or something, and they'll come over and say, "It's chocolate. You can't have it." And they sit there looking at me like, "Bitch, I can't smell chocolate. I smell steak." You know? But they'll leave me alone. You know, they'll go sit there, but they're looking at me side-eye thinking, "Bitch, you lying to me. That ain't chocolate. That's a steak." I know what that is.
What they're really saying is, you're a diabetic. You can't have bleeding chocolate either.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what she did. Let me tell you this morning. I looked at her hair. She had the back, the hair starting to ready to come off. Stop. It's the undercoat needs to be brushed, right? So what I did, I'll give y'all a treat because. But what I did is I've got the vacuum thing out. I've got a clippers with a vacuum hook to it. And I worked, and she hates it. Well, she cannot stand it. She growl at me and everything. So I do all of that work, right? Tito, go get your treat. So I'm doing all the work on her. She's fighting me. Don't want to be there, right? I got her upside down and I'm cleaning all the bottom of her legs and her stomach and everything. And she giving me all this trash stuff. I said, "Stop. I'm doing this." So I get it all off of her. I said, "You finished." She walks over, takes 3 steps, looks up at me and poops on the floor. Left me one right next to her. I looked at her. I said, "Boy, your ass better go to the back." She took off running to the back. But left me one turd, you know? She said, "That's all right. Mess with me."
Bro, watch this video. This shit's funny as hell. Somebody did a voiceover on it.
Mama! Dinner time.
No, you're not getting dinner.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I should still get some.
No, you're not getting dinner.
I demand some.
You was bad.
It ain't like you Mother Teresa.
So,
So you could.
He said,
Yeah.
like Mother Teresa.
There's a scrappy looking dog that is on YouTube every now and again, and it's
You know what
really
you think?
funny the way that they make him talk. And some of the cat ones are good.
Have you seen the dog that has got real famous on YouTube for doing the buttons that talk? And it hits the buttons. And they'll ask the dog questions and it will go up and there's like 20 buttons on the ground. And each button is a different word and it will go up and smack the buttons. And the owner asked the dog if he wanted a treat one day and the dog looked at him. He said, "Well, you're not getting one." He runs up to the button and presses bitch. And all of a sudden the button's yelling, "Bitch, bitch."
I got a question. Can we get one of those buttons from Paul? He's gonna say, "Where the message is at?" "I don't know, bitch." You know?
No, but they train this dog to hit the buttons and each button has a different word. And the dogs learn to answer certain questions by hitting buttons. And they'll actually respond with the button. It's pretty cool.
It's like the comedian in Hawaii when I was back there in the 80s, Andy Bumatai. And he had shock therapy was one of his jokes. And he was a therapist, and the guy comes in And he said he's got a problem with alcohol, and he said, well, I'm gonna give you shock therapy, and you're gonna learn, you'll find out right off the bat, it works right away, like this. And he says, so what kind of alcohol do you like? He said, well, like beer. And he goes, oh, no. He goes, well, what about liquor? He goes, yeah, I like liquor. And he goes, oh, no, I don't like liquor either, like this. And he goes through a bunch of stuff like that, and he says, well, you think you're gonna drink anymore? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna drink anymore. And he goes through all of this, right? So then he goes, okay. He said it's gonna be $150. He says, can I give you a check? He goes, okay, cash.
Oh yeah, here, watch this one. This is the one I'm talking about.
Good morning, pineapple.
What the fuck?
Safi, can you tell me what you want?
Treat, bitch.
Oh, excuse me? No. What do you say?
Bitch.
No. I'm not gonna give you a treat if you call me that. What do you say?
Please. Bitch, please.
Safi,
It said, please, bitch.
That's funny. Come on, bitch.
But they got like 20 or 30 buttons that they lay out on the floor, and this dog will like communicate. But it knows, like, it will say, what do you say to get a treat? And it knows to hit the please button.
That's funny. Now that I like. That was funny.
It said, bitch, please.
A bunch of pleases in there. Please, bitch. So I stopped at the post office on the way out there today, and I saw my buddy, and I said, okay. I waited in line to make sure I got the guy I know. And I said, here you go. I need to find out where this is at. And he said, it's in the system. I said, go look. So he gets in there and he goes, yeah, it hasn't been tracking since the 15th in Dallas. I said, yeah, I already know that. So how do we find it? He says, I'll put on there to search for it. I saw him do all of that, right? And he said, it might show up over the weekend. Like that. And I said, yeah, it's the pictures I need to finish the pictures to give to the parents. He said, well, blame it on us. I said, oh, I'm going to do that. You know I'm going to blame it on y'all. And he gave me a printout from the post office and stamped it and everything, showing me the stuff, and wrote on there, we're sorry about the delay in delivery. We're doing a search on it now. And he told me, he said, things should get better because the Postmaster General is retiring. The one running it right now.
That's another agency that's going to go over a huge overhaul here pretty soon.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Honestly, I think they need to get rid of it and just privatize it. Sell it to a
It needs to be
company.
privatized.
Yep. We don't need a national mail service. We got tons of companies that do it.
Shoot, we're
They do
giving
it
enough
faster,
taxpayer money
cheaper.
anyway.
They do it faster, cheaper, and more efficient, and they actually make a profit versus the post office loses 300-400 million every year because they can't even regulate their own shit because they have to go through Congress just to get a basic up to even get their shipping charges raised up. So they're never competing with any of the other shipping companies.
Right.
That's why everybody takes advantage of the post office. It's the same reason why Amazon was doing it for years. Amazon was dumping all kinds, millions of packages on the post office because it was cheaper to ship with them than it was UPS or FedEx.
Well, I did that when I sent that parcel to Laura. I took it to the post office, and the post office shipped it via Hermes.
Wow.
But the post office loses so much money every year, and it's just really inefficient. Yeah, it's bad. I think they'd be better off just privatizing it. So many lost packages, like it's ridiculous. I hate when I buy something off Amazon and they ship it with the post office. I can't stand that shit. Because then I'm sitting around and I'm almost got a 50-50 chance that I might not even get the damn package. Like, that's how bad a luck I've had with the post office around here. hate shipping with them. I was really surprised they found that fucking phone.
Yeah.
Aubrey's phone. When the guy actually called me on the phone and talked to me, dude, I was never expecting them to ever even get back to me. The guy called me on the phone and said, "Oh, we found a package. It's here, and I'll be delivering it with care tomorrow." I said, "All right. I don't care. As long as you found it." I ended up getting her a birthday present for free because Amazon fucked up and gave me an old tracking number. Said it was delivered to some house in Virginia. And the third party seller, he didn't want to do anything to help me. He was like, "Oh, it's not my fault they used a bad tracking number. That's Amazon's fault." I got up at the Amazon. I said, "That dude's being a dick." I said, "Y'all need to fix this." But it was so funny though, because I got the approval on the claim within like 10 minutes of hanging up the phone with them. 20 minutes after that, I got the fucking money back on my PayPal. And then 10 minutes after that, the fucking post office calls me and tells me they found the phone. All within an hour. I was like, Jesus.
Where'd Paul go?
I'm here.
Would you laying down?
He's probably doing something for the dog. The hell was that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard it too.
Oh, like somebody dropped their microphone or something.
Don't know. Want me?
That was Dominic. He said, "Drop the mic."
Is Dominic still here?
He's down there. I don't know if he's there.
Yeah.
Where are we? Me, Paul, Joe, Justin, Dominic. Yeah, he's still in, but his mic's on, but his camera's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
He
here.
does that.
Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
he does that when he's interviewing a new girl.
Mm. No, he doesn't leave the microphone on then.
Well, he just needs visuals right now. If he starts saying high five all around, then we got a problem.
Well, they're saying Congress is going to have to get rid of the Department of Education. I see that happening. They're all wanting to get rid of it. So,
Well, they don't have a choice because they got enough people that are gonna vote for it. You know,
oh yeah, they got the majority, so they're gonna win that.
so keep doing it. Get them all done.
Yeah, I just don't see it's crazy when they dug into the numbers and there was average 7 administrators to every 1 teacher. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I mean, that's way too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Like, that's crazy that you're paying. And then so the crazy thing is some of these administrators make 7 figures a year. Some of them make 6, majority of them make 6 figures.
They're not doing anything.
No, they're setting fucking policy. The states can set their own policy. They don't need the government telling them how to do it.
Well, our illustrious state, our mayor said that the city of New Orleans are going to fight everything possible to not dismantle the Department of Education.
They don't. What is one city going to do?
She's an idiot. She's also getting ready to go to jail because they told her they revoked all her travel privileges because she's a lame duck and she's out in a couple of months, right? So she's been traveling everywhere and charging the city. And they're telling her right now she owes about $90,000 to the city. And they said that they violated the thing and they're getting ready to indict her on it. She'll go to jail.
Like I've never been a mayor before, but what is a mayor of one little city what does a mayor of a city in a state of have any reason to be traveling to where they need travel expenses? Like
I'm
what do they
listening, guys.
what are they traveling to go do? They're not a fucking governor of a state or a senator where they need to be all over the country. Like what the fuck? What do they need to be traveling for?
Yep, I
And she
agree.
went to Washington D.C. to mayor's conference.
Well, that I could
And-
understand, but
yeah.
you shouldn't be traveling to the point where you're on the road for every other week traveling and then charging the city for it.
Well, she goes
Like-
to different places and says she's doing that to promote New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Where?
Just different places, you know.
Yeah,
Different
promoting the
No, I
city.
mean promoting where?
Like different cities, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I can't remember all the places they said she went to.
Honestly, you said she was promoting New Orleans, and I said where? As though
Well-
never heard of New Orleans. She mustn't be doing a very good job of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's stupid. It's a mayor shouldn't have to be
Everybody in
traveling
the
that much.
world's heard of New Orleans.
I'm saying no. Like I could see maybe a mayor of like a massive ass city like New York or Los Angeles maybe traveling a little bit for certain conferences and stuff, but yeah, I don't see why a mayor really needs to be traveling for anything outside their own city. I mean, besides maybe other townships that are next to them or other counties, but
Mhm.
that shouldn't be costing very much to do that. I mean, I understand why governors and shit do that because they're always going to DC for different reasons, you know. But I don't see why a mayor needs to do that. Especially of a city that's not even on the radar of the top 30 biggest cities, you know. I don't know. I think that getting rid of the Department of Education should free up a lot of money that they could just give the states to put back into the schools. Because a lot of times the state regulations on schooling is usually better than the federal.
I was going to say,
So,
most of your schools are independent businesses, aren't they?
what do you mean independent businesses now?
You ready
Well-
to make the chicken?
Like your high
You
schools,
getting hungry?
they make their own money and spend their own money.
I mean, they make money, yeah, from like fundraisers, different shit like that, but they still get federal funding and state funding.
Right.
See, like in Florida, no school, it doesn't matter where your school's located. Like people in Florida have tried to make this argument when they were asked about, oh, why can't somebody in this area do as good as another school in a richer area? And the truth is that in Florida, every state, no matter what location it's in, they all get equal funding.
Stop.
Just because your school's in a lower economic area doesn't mean that you get less money. You get the same amount of money as the school that's town over that's in a rich area.
Uh-huh.
Now, whether parents dump millions of dollars into their kids' schools, that's on them. You know, if they're donating tons of money to their high school because they live in a rich area and all the rich kids go to that high school and their parents are donating thousands, millions of dollars a year to that high school, that's not the high school's fault. That's the parents doing it. But all schools get basic equal funding across the board. I mean, that's not an argument here. The people will try to use that as an argument of why they might have not done as good as other schools.
Mm-hmm.
but it's up to the schools themselves to manage those funds. That could just be improper management of funds by the particular school your kids are going to, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever, if it's a county running the school, whatever. Like here, most of the schools are all run by the county. There's a few schools that are charter schools and stuff that are independent, but as far as that, most 90% of the schools here are all county schools. So the county manages all their funds and everything. But ever since we started the school choice program in Florida, our schooling in Florida has gone like we were like the 30th something place in the country for worst schools. Now we're like in the top 3 for best. Like Florida's completely revamped their entire school system over the past like 7 years. And that's one of the things, like I said, like Florida's done is the equal funding across the board. Schools can't use that as an excuse to why they didn't get certain things done.
And Dominic is on the move.
Yep.
Go,
Okay.
Where you-
go.
Where are you headed today, Dominic?
The that supermarket that I go to every Sunday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is Sunday over there. I was like, wait a minute, it's fucking Saturday. Don't fuck with me. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I always forget y'all are a day ahead.
Was it football day today?
Was that?
Is it football day?
Yep. My team's already played, so I can sit back and enjoy. Watch other clubs go at it.
With
That's
no top matches this weekend because what's it? Internationals.
Oh, okay. Now we've got this afternoon we had a couple last night, and the team that I hate lost, so I'm happy with that.
That's what
So
Dominic's
we
doing.
won and they lost, so I'm happy.
Dominic's going to get football snacks.
No, we played back on Thursday night. That's how early it was. We're the first game of the round. Just sit back and watch everybody.
It looks like the only trophy Liverpool are going to win is the league.
Well, I think that's the most important one.
They got knocked out of the by the
FA
Carabao
and
by Newcastle.
Carabao. Yeah,
Well, the Carabao is the old League Cup
yeah. Out of that,
rather than the FA Cup.
yeah. Now you can't get greedy. Can't win them all.
There you go.
Oh, I gotta go shopping for a frame here pretty soon.
Man,
For that,
City have been pretty much knocked out of everything as well.
for that jersey that David's sending me.
They're just still in the FA Cup, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta get a 16 by 20 frame for that poster that Gracie made up for the South Florida drone meetup
Mm-hmm.
that Johnny's selling.
See, I'm gonna wait till David's jersey gets here that he's sending me, and then I'm gonna go find a frame that will fit it. Because I don't want to buy something that's too small or
Too big.
Too big.
Yeah.
Because I actually might find because once I get the jersey, I can measure it, and I might be able to find an actual jersey frame on Amazon that's made for that. Because that's what I'd like to get, something that's actually made for that.
Yeah, it's like a shadow box type. It's a little thin one.
Yeah, and then I can hang it up on the wall above my desk.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure where I'm gonna put a 16 by 20 frame behind me. I got no room.
Yeah, we got quite we got like 5 or 6 charter schools in our county that aren't ran by the county anymore. They used to be county ran, but
Can't remember what Preston playing now. It's a white shirt, I think, with markings on the sleeves.
We've
I might have
got
a big problem in July. Because when I win first place again, I don't know where I'm gonna put that picture.
uh, the jumpers over here, we're footy jumpers, not Guernseys or jerseys.
Well,
There's four,
it's a football shirt he's sending him.
yeah, football shirt, same thing.
Yeah.
We've got
jersey.
we've got four different ones,
Uh-huh.
and we've also got long sleeve ones too.
Yeah.
We have them long sleeve, short sleeve. We have the away game jumper, the home game jumper, the away home game jumper, and the clash jumper. So you've got four different styles, and each of them is about $80 to $100 each.
I'm still here. I'm gonna put my wings on because they're looking at me like I need they want some food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was right. It's red. It's white
To fix a chair.
Oh, good.
with black ends to the sleeves.
Okay.
What's that? Newreg.com.
Okay.
Whatever that is. The second hand one's going for 32 quid here.
Okay. You know, on top of the football jumper, we've got, you know, the polo tops, hoodies, training t-shirts. You have, you know, at least 20 different things on top of the jumper itself. And then they screen print the number on the back. We don't have the names on the back of their jumpers. I don't know why they don't. I think they should, because the training tops had the names and numbers on them.
Yeah, has up names and numbers.
Lay down.
Yeah, but during the game, there's no, the traditional jumper doesn't have a name on it. It's got so many different sponsors on there.
Yeah.
I think it's got 5 sponsors now. I think it's 4. You've got the club emblem, you've got the AFL emblem, then you've got the major sponsor under the club emblem, then you've got the jumper sponsor on the back under the number. And then on the polo tops, the coaches and match staff wear, they've got like 10 different sponsors on them. You know, trying to fit, you know, you're fitting a sponsor on the collar, and then you've got it all down the arm, all on the front, which is
I like that one better. A shirt that they used at Wembley. It's got yellow, black, and white vertical stripes. That looks much better.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of yellow and black.
Yeah, but the normal Preston shirt that he's probably sending you is white with black stripes down the sleeves.
Yeah, black and whites. I don't like that color either. Yeah. No, we've got several of them. We've only got 2 teams that have 3 colors in them. All the rest are just two colors. We've only got one. We've got one team that has purple in them. It's the only club that has purple.
That's what? Perfect?
Purple.
Purple. We've
Purple.
got 2 that have got purple in, at least 2.
One
Aston
purple.
Villa, West Ham.
Yeah,
That's
one purple.
maroon rather than purple, but
No, ours is purple. We've got one maroon and we've got one brown. And that's my team that's got brown.
I don't think we've got any teams that play in brown.
Oh, okay. Well, then, no, there's no team I can bury for that. No, as we're the only brown. We've got we've got maroon, yellow, and red. Is one, but the maroon and red are pretty much the same tone. So that's 2 colors. We've got, as I said, we've got one with a teal color, black, teal, and silver. We've got red, black, and white, red and white, black and white, red and black, and red and black and yellow. They're all near each other. And then we've got red and orange. How's that for a combination? Red and orange, they just blend into each other. And then there's
Wolves used to play in orangey colour.
yeah, well we've got
Blackpool
got
play in orange. Well, tangerine.
yeah. Well, we've got one that's a tangerine orange, and most of the jumper is that, and then it's got what looks like the DoorDash symbol on it, but it's not. It's very similar to the Greater Western Sydney Giants. Actually, have their G looks like the DoorDash symbol.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Oh, okay, or whatever then.
I don't think we've got DoorDash in the UK.
Oh, okay. Well, their D looks like their G. Because what happens over here, if you're the home team, you get to play your home strip. But if you're the away team, generally you're playing a jumper that is just the reverse of the jumper. And it's hard to reverse a jumper that's just stripes.
Yeah.
It's just the alternate stripe instead of the one stripe. And instead of having stripes on the back, it's all one color on the back.
Well, they should change it from horizontal stripes to vertical stripes.
No, there's already one team that does that.
All right, guys, I will catch y'all later.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Joe?
It's up to you.
Up to you.
We got 10 people watching.
Wait till it gets to 9 then.
Okay.
Yeah, I got about 15 minutes before my food's ready, so.
I'm just waiting for the shop to open and then.
Well, I'm going to call it.
Okay, then.
That's it.
Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Mark, take care. Joe, see you in the morning, right?
Is it another hour till Bill's on?
Depends on how long I'm on Johnny.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Bye for now.
All right.